Hello everybody, welcome back to another adventure with Charlie's Adventures. Today I'm back up here at the food plot and I'm going to try something that I haven't tried before. We're going to see how it goes, but you can see the food plot here. The hogs has just come in here and absolutely eat it up. Didn't benefit the deer very little. I've had 2 does in here. I'm gonna have to come back and blow these leaves out, but the hogs, you can see right here, hog waller, and there's another waller right over there. They've been up against that T-post right there. They've rubbed all up against all these trees here. There's about 9 that I've counted on camera, big hogs. So here in about another, well, we've got a Catoosa draw hunt, a quota hunt next weekend. So it'll be the weekend after. It'll be 2 weeks before I can get back up here and try to blow this leaves out. But you can see it is growing. It's spotty, and I think a lot of it's got to do with I'm pretty sure the hogs is eating this up, because I've got several pictures from that camera right there. That's a Spy-Point Link Micro LTE camera, and then I've got another one on that end down there, and the batteries are dead in it. I'm gonna have to replace the batteries, but you can see it is growing, and I may try to cut me a top out of one of these smaller trees and use it as a makeshift rake and try to rake some of these leaves out today if I have time. But today I've got something that I'm going to try, as long as I can keep the hogs from killing them. In this box here you can see what I've got. It's Whitetail Hill Chestnuts, and these are 2. I got 4 of them. I planted 2 behind the house. I bought 4 of these hybrid chestnut trees, and supposedly the deer loves them, but it takes about 5 years for them to start producing. And this is the instruction sheet. It says do not touch those trees before reading this, and I've read it all. And I've got the tubes. You can see those white plastic pieces that go around it, and then this tells you on this side how to do the tubes. And then storage, you know, if storing for 3 days or less, or then if storing for 3 to 7 days. But they suggest that you plant the trees as soon as you can. So that's what I'm doing up here today. I want to get these trees planted. And I don't know if we're to plant both of them here. I'm thinking about planting one here and then another one somewhere else, and then I'm going to drive this T-post on one side, and then that one I've got right up there, I'm going to take it up and put it on each side of the tree. And then I might cut some small poles and sharpen them on the end and drive it on, you know, that way I'll have it on all 4 sides. Try to keep the hogs out of. But you can see this right here, it's pretty open, and I'm probably going to plant this tree right here, right in this area here. So I'm going to set this camera down and we're going to get to it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a hole, and it says to dig them, you know, on this instructions, not too deep, not too shallow, just to cover the dirt that comes on the trees. So this should be fairly easy. And this ground right here is pretty wet. I'm just hoping that this ground don't stay too wet. We'll find out. These trees are kind of expensive in one way of looking at it and not in another. Is $177 for 4 trees and 4 tubes shipped to me. And I ordered these several months ago, and they only ship them when it's a good planting time in your area, so that's a good thing. But they was 177 something shipped to my door. Wind blowing up here. I keep thinking I'm hearing something walking up on me. And this dirt right here, we put lime, but it's not real great soil. I'm just hoping that these trees will take off, or this one. I'm gonna put another one at an old house place around here in a few minutes. And I've got another bag of pelletized lime that I'm going to put on this plot. I think today is October the 13th. No. Today is October the 19th, maybe. Yes, today is Thursday, October the 19th. So, anyway, I just thought I'd throw the date out there. Now this soil here is quite a bit of clay. It's not red clay, it's brown or orange. You know, it's not really red. Brown or yellow, maybe. Whatever you want to call it. And I may go over here in the edge of the woods somewhere and try to dig up some better looking soil to put in this tree. If you notice right in there, it's a darker color soil, so I may try to get some soil to put in this hole, a little better soil than what's here, to give this tree a fighting chance to grow. So anyway, I'm gonna continue doing this, and then I'll get to the point of putting the tree in the ground, and I'll get back to you. Alright, what I've done is I went down here on the side of the hill here and got this tie strap can full of dirt. It's a lot browner dirt, you can see. And I'm going to mix it in with this other dirt, soil, whatever you want to call it, that's I took out of the hole. And this should help it have a little bit of nutrients to kick off and start growing, except for that rock. Hey, right now would be a good time for you to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you'll be notified when I put more videos out like this. You don't want to miss one of them. I know some people think I'm crazy, but if anybody enjoys the same things I do, they might enjoy watching my videos. And I gave away the Spy-Point Link Micro twin pack of cameras last week, and the guy that won, he got back to me and commented and said he sent me the email, but I didn't get his email yet, and I had to put a message back on there telling him that I didn't get his email. I don't know if he spelled my name wrong or what, but as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to be sending that, or as soon as I get that email on his info, I'll be sending Tommy T his twin pack of cameras that he won. I hope he enjoys them. Tommy T, if you're watching, when you get these cameras, I hope that you enjoy them. I hope you get good use out of them. They've wrapped these, and they say that you don't want any air to get to the roots of these little trees, and they send them when they're going dormant. And I don't know about the springtime. I don't know if that would be a good time to plant here in East Tennessee or not. I just know that I ordered them pretty good while back, and I just got them day before yesterday. But they shipped them, you know, in this, and had a bag around the roots. Said if your air gets to the root system, it will kill it. So I'm going to try to take good care as far as keeping air out of the roots. And I'll be planting this other one here in just a little bit, but I'm going to try to seal it up like they had it done. The packaging was great on these. You know, they were packaged well, and they were taped in so they wouldn't slide up and down the box and all. And, I'm just gonna give it a try, because they say that these chestnuts, deer prefer them over acorns or anything else. That's what they say. We're going to find out. The only problem is it's going to take several years before we'll know. And as you can see right here, I've got my hole a little bit too deep, so we'll keep adding some dirt in until I get it. They say just to cover the soil right here that they come in. Now what I'm going to do is turn my shovel over, and I'm going to pack this down with the handle. We'll see where we're at. We're almost perfect right there. Put just a little more in. Tamp that down, and then we should be good to go. That's about perfect right there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'll get you all closer. Yep, looks like you can see right there. Now what you want to do is, so you can see the chestnut where this tree sprouted from. You want to just kind of loosen this up, and then we're going to stand him in the center of the hole. Then I'm going to start putting dirt all the way around. And I'm going to mash it down all the way around the tree as we go. I done it about halfway, and the object is you don't want any air around the root system of this tree. That's, from what I understand, that's the goal. Well, I forgot one thing. I'm not going to dig it back up. I cannot pronounce this name. Something granules. MYCORRHIZAE. Granules. You put 1 tablespoon. You're supposed to sprinkle it around on the soil that's going in the hole. And I did not do that. Got ahead of myself. I've got 1 tablespoon here. Sprinkled it around. Now I'm going to pour some water on it and try to flush that on the inside in the soil. Walking back down here from getting my water, I've got my tree crooked. It needs to come this way, but it should be okay. It should straighten up as it grows. What I'm going to do is just ease a little water around it to try to sprinkle those, get those granules down in the dirt. Alright, I'm going to put this jug of water on. I've got to pour a little and let it sink down, then pour a little and let it sink down. Then we'll be back. Alright, while that water's soaking down in the hole where the tree's at, you want to take this tube, and I'm using cable ties. You want to put it in these holes that's like in the back where it meets. And then you want to pull them tight. These are a little bit cumbersome, but just have patience and you'll get it. There's one. Now I'm going to do the middle right here. Well, I did this one backwards, but it's alright. As long as it works, pulls together and holds together is the main thing. These tubes protects the tree and they still get light through them. And then they've got air holes up here for circulation, I guess. And you want to put the air holes or the ventilation holes, whatever you want to call them, in the upper position on top. And from what I gather, this sort of acts like a little miniature greenhouse for the tree. I don't know what I keep hearing, folks. I keep thinking I'm hearing something. It may be leaves or nuts falling off or limbs off of these trees here. But anyway, that's what you end up with. And then these holes up here, you put them to the top. And then what I done yesterday is wow, may not have to bring the leaf blower up here to get the leaves out of here. The wind may do it for me. We're expecting rain tomorrow. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get right beside it, pretty close, and I'm going to drive this T-post down in the ground on this side here, the lower side, and then I'm going to pull that other one up there and drive it on the upper side. And I'm going to drive these in pretty deep. Here I'm probably going to drive the white down to the top of the tube. I tell you, man, these leaves falling off these trees makes me think something's coming up on me. There is a bear here. Well, that's real good. All right. Now I'm going to, well, right here's some wire on this T-post, so I'm going to wire the top. To the T-post. Try to get it pretty well centered in the tube. Like I said, hopefully the hogs don't come and tear this down. I'd really like for this tree to make it. Now what I'm going to do is on the middle, I'm going to use a cable tie and put it through this one that I've got holding the tube together, and pull it tight against the T-post. And there we go. Now I'm going to clip all these cable ties off. Don't throw them on the ground, people. Put them in a pocket. Carry them out. All right. You can see down in there. And I wired it to that there, and then there, and then the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that T-post up there, pull it up. I'm going to bring it and drop it right here. And hopefully that will keep the hogs from doing anything, tearing it up. I'm hoping those posts to keep it hogs out of it. Alright, I got the other T-post pulled up, and that was no easy chore. I'm going to put it right here on the upper side. Don't realize how bad out of shape you are until you're doing this. I'm telling you. Rest my arm a minute. Got just a little ways more to go. got that one. I'm gonna do these well, I thought I was going to through these ventilation holes. I was going to try to secure this tube to this pole. And what I'm going to have to do is use 2 cable ties to do it. Something's telling me I should have brought more cable ties with me. Alright, but anyway, that'll get this one. Put the cut off ends in my pocket. And I'd like to cut 2 little wooden poles and put one on each side here and drive them down in. If I can do that. So I'm gonna cut away and see if I can get some of this stuff carried back up to the side by side, and then cut a couple poles and sharpen them. All right, I've cut me a pole. And I know it's too long, but I'm going to leave it that way temporarily. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take this hatchet and shorten the end of it. All right, I've got the end of it shortened, as you can see there. Now I'm gonna cut it off about right here. I had to shed my jacket. I'm wearing my Sitka early to mid-season bibs and jacket, and when you're moving around active like this, I sweat myself to death. Anyway, I took it off. All right, now I'm gonna take this one and sink him right in there. And it split on me. Oh well, can't help that. All right, now I'm gonna find me another pole and do the same thing. All right, you can see I got the other pole, 2 wooden posts and 2 T-posts in here. Now I'm going to take some of this lashing wire and try to go around all 4 of them to kind of sturdy this up. And folks, the reason I'm doing this is in the hopes of keeping the hogs from tearing this down and damaging the trees, what I'm trying to accomplish here. That's the only reason I'm doing this, cause we know the hogs are here. And we know what hogs do to stuff like this. So that's the only reason that I'm doing this. I'm getting ready to, as soon as I get done with this here, I'll replace the batteries in that camera up here behind us, and then we're going to go on around to an old house place, and I'm going to plant this other hybrid chestnut tree over there. I'm not going to give the name of the house place, because if I do, then some people are gonna know where it's at. And I'm not trying to be selfish, but you know, sometimes you have to be tight-lipped, I guess is what you would say. There's a couple of people that know where this place is, and they both have younger boys, and if they were to come up here and hunt and one of them boys killed a decent deer or a deer, it doesn't matter. You know, whatever is decent to them wouldn't bother me at all. Or my daughter or granddaughter or one of us or whatever, you know. I just rather not put the location out or name the place on YouTube. Hope that makes sense with you all. All right, that's got this. Now I'm gonna flip the camera around. That looks like that's in the right direction, and we'll go up here and replace the batteries in this camera. If anybody don't know this camera's here, they probably never see it. But I know one thing, there's hog trails all in here. Going this way, going that way, every which way. This camera here was down to about 8% battery. We've had this camera up here for several months, and this is the first time I've had to replace the batteries. As I've said before, these Rayovac batteries, I've had pretty dang good luck out of them, and I think I'm putting replacing them with Duracells. I went to Ace Hardware here a while back, and they were remodeling, rearranging their store. They had everything tore up. Now I'm putting Rayovac back in it. But anyway, I've been there twice, and they're doing remodeling at the Ace Hardware, and I couldn't find these Rayovac batteries. So that's why I think I bought a round of Energizers, and then I bought a round of Duracell. All right, I can see it starting communicating. Not going to fool with the antenna because I know it communicates from right here. I mean, the hogs are absolutely coming in here from every which direction. And this big hog waller right here, those poles that I cut off to drive down beside that chestnut tree, through the tops and everything I cut off of those poles in that hog waller. Just a little experiment to see, can we deter the hogs from here, out of here. You can see what I did there, and hopefully that might deter them. Excuse me, I kind of doubt it, but it's worth a try. Like I said, experiment. But anyway, right here we are. Food plot not looking too good. I think the hogs have ate it down. They was at least 9 that I counted. All right, sorry, had a little technical difficulty. Battery went dead in the camera, and I'm back up here to side by side. But anyway, what I was saying is they was at least 9 bigger hogs, and then there was some small ones in down there, and they've been in here quite a bit, and they're eating that food plot down. The state of Tennessee is going to have to pass some laws to let all of us try to, I'm not saying kill them out, but we need to kill the population down of these hogs. The hogs are absolutely taking the deer woods over. Not just the deer woods, but turkeys too. I've seen a decline in the turkeys up here, and I've seen a decline in the deer, big time. And we had 2 times in probably the last 10 years that I think it's called the blue tongue disease. We got hit in this area twice in the last 10 years with that, and supposedly it's some kind of a gnat that goes in the deer's nostril and bites them, and then it creates that what they call blue tongue, and they go to water and die, and you know, from what I understand. And this area here has got hit twice in the last 10 years, like I said, and that's put a hurt on the deer herd. But man, I mean, I didn't get any pictures up here this year with does with fawns. Not saying they didn't have any, but actually, to be honest, all I've got is pictures of maybe 2 does up here. Anyway, you know, they might be 4, and the deer population has dwindled. And I did get pictures of 3 nice bucks in velvet, and I got one of them bucks back over at the Mineral Lick camera, one time after he shed his velvet, but that was it, one time. Not seen them since. But I've had a doe here or there on camera. And just the state of Tennessee gonna have to do something about these hogs. They're gonna have to let us hunters out here, they're gonna have to open the rules up a little bit on them and let us thin them down. And let us get our deer hunting back and get our turkeys back. Because I think the wild hogs, I think the hogs are raiding the turkey's nest, you know. Turkey's nest on the ground. And the way these hogs sit in a place and root around, they would demolish a nest in just a matter of minutes. It wouldn't take no time. And you know, that's just my own opinion. But anyway, we're gonna head out of here. And you can see right down in there, in front of us, you can sort of see the food plot down there. But I've got that hybrid chestnut tree planted, and I've got the other one over here in the box in the side by side, ready to go over here to the old house place, and we're gonna set it out over there. But anyway, we'll get back to you over here at the old house place. It'll be just a couple seconds for you, but it's going to be, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 minutes for me, maybe 30. But we'll see you over at the house place.